What's up, Tim Sykes, millionaire mentor and trader, here with a very special interview with my top student, Tim Grittani, who has turned $1,500 now into over $7 million. It wasn't easy, it didn't happen overnight. Learn from his journey.
When I started trading, I wanted to keep it as simple as possible when it came to setups and indicators. I had seen a lot of different technical things out there, and I knew that's how I wanted to trade, mainly off of technical analysis. And so I do a little Googling, I look up technical indicators, and I could not believe the depth of information I found. It was ridiculous, all the different moving averages, Fibonacci, just things like that that I was overwhelmed by. And a few of the services I was in early, specifically Tim's, there was none of that. It was all very basic. You look at the candlestick charts, and you're looking at basic support on the chart, the bottom of certain candles, or basic resistance, the top of the candles. And that was all there was to it. And there was none of that drawing trend line or moving average nonsense. And I loved the keep it simple approach, where you weren't trying to weigh 8 different indicators against each other at a certain time and figure out what the right move to make was. So I just kept it simple early on. I just went off of basic support and resistance, and I made sure to use candlestick charts because I did like how candlestick charts looked and the information you got from them compared to just a basic line chart you'd see on Yahoo or something like that. I did stick with that through most of my career, and I did make one change just a couple of years ago where I started looking at one additional indicator called value weighted average price, or VWAP for short. And the basic idea of VWAP is that it takes the average price that the stock has traded all day, number of shares versus price the stock was bought or sold at, and it just plots a line across the chart. So you can see all day long at different times of the day what was the average price at this point of the day that the stock had traded at for the entire trading session. And I liked that indicator because it helped me form biases in certain situations where I wasn't necessarily sure whether a stock should be considered a long or a short. So with VWAP, my mentality has always been that if the stock is holding above the VWAP line, that means that the average buyer is up. They're profitable on their position. Overall average buyer, that is. And that would tell me that, okay, in this case, buyers have less reason to panic. People who have shorted this stock are on average down in their position, so they might be in a little bit of trouble. And that might tell me, okay, I need to take a long bias into this trade. You can take the same concept and flip it, where if the current price of the stock is below VWAP, then the average buyer is down and probably looking for a spike to get out into, or the average short seller is a lot more comfortable and less likely to be squeezed. So that's the extent of it, though. I only use it to help me form biases because it's a very far from perfect indicator, and you don't see that trend line all day holding as a perfect top or a perfect bottom. There's a lot of cases where a stock might be trading under VWAP and then perk up through VWAP by 5 cents or so, and then just get slammed right back down, and it's as if nothing ever happened. So I don't want to use VWAP as a risk point. I don't want to say I'm going to cut a loss if it breaks below VWAP, or I don't want to cover a short if it pops above. I just want to use it to help me form a bias and kind of use it as a guideline.
Hey, Tim Sykes, millionaire mentor and trader. Thank you for watching my videos. I hope that they help you. I want to share everything that I've learned over the years. You can check out more videos right over there. And also click subscribe so that you can watch all of these videos, get that knowledge, and become my next millionaire student.